Email warm-up.
All right. Hello, everyone. Let's talk about email warmup. What is email warmup? How do I configure it? Why do I need it? And how does it work? So let's do that first. Email warmup gives you the ability to do a few things on your domain or your email accounts that you send mail from. It may enable you to help build and establish reputation prior to you kicking off campaigns, or maybe you're a brand new business, you have a brand new domain, and you need to warm this up. The concept around warm up is very simple. Emailed reputation deliverability is earned, not given, okay? And the ability for you to earn is based on a few things. It's based on your sending behaviors. It's based on the signals that are being provided back to you from the mail servers you send to. So your recipients, they are helping establish reputation around you. So things around going into the inbox is a good signal. Your emails being opened by your recipients are a good signal. Your emails being marked as spam are a bad signal, and those will hurt your reputation, your deliverability. Sending to emails that do not exist will be a bad signal, and that will hurt your deliverability over time. And so where email warmup comes into play is under a few scenarios. Number one, brand new domains that you're trying to warm up. Maybe you're a brand new business. Maybe you recently had to switch domains. You want to warm that up prior to doing any significant sending on it. In addition, it might be something to help you boost how much email you do want to send. So let's say you're used to sending 1,000 messages a day today, and that's where you are. Well, if you decide and you start to change your plans, you get subscribers over time, or maybe it's a holiday season for you and you're going to ramp up how many emails you start to send. You cannot just do that. The mail servers are not anticipating that new volume from you. They need to see volume ramping up and be predictable. And so you cannot go from 1,000 emails a day to 100,000 emails tomorrow. That's a big no-no. You're going to be right in the spam folder for that. The way to do it is to warm up that email sending from address so that the mail servers do see that you're trying to increase what you're trying to send. So the way that you do that is you can use a warm up tool, because how else are you going to warm it up? Are you just going to send to random emails? You can. It's painful and very manual, but we have a tool here for email warm up that will automate this for you. And so that is what email warmup is all about. It's about establishing deliverability and reputation, boosting reputation, or increasing your sending volumes. It's also in the scenario of where you need to repair damaged reputation that may have happened. I think I've been in this business long enough to know that reputation can be burned from anybody in the business. Okay, so I've seen sales reps just absolutely demolish domains, and marketing is the one that takes the fall for it. How do we repair this? What are you going to do? Switch the business domain? Probably not. You need to repair that domain that's existing. Warmup is a way to do that. And so that's a little bit about why Warmup exists. And it's about sending mail and being able to re-inject positive signals on that domain to reestablish better deliverability. There is no other way to be able to do this. Okay, you can wait. You can definitely wait, and some time will help you, but not everyone has all of that time, and we need to be able to get our messages back into the inbox. And so email warmup is where it's going to come into play. So with that, here's how you would use warmup. Okay, you can go in and hit, I want to add a new warmup account. We walk you through two different ways. Some people have absolutely no clue what warmup is. They just heard about it and they know they need some help. I'd recommend those users to go through the wizard. Okay, so let's go through the wizard. The first question it's going to ask you is, how many emails are you sending per day? I want to really stress here, this being answered accurately is important. Okay, so don't just say I want to send. And by the way, the question here is not how many emails do you want to send daily, it's how many emails do you send daily. Okay, so if it's do you want to send 25,000 a day, then that's what you should, because you are trying to actually get there. So you would select the quantity that you're doing. For ours, I'm going to go to 25,000 to 50,000 per day. I'm going to go ahead and hit next. In here, we're going to get some different ways that you can connect to the mailbox, connect your mailbox directly with us. We tried to do a good job here and get some of the major providers up here. I want to be super clear. We are not going to warm up any gmail.com, outlook.com email addresses. We will use Business G Suite, Outlook 365 accounts, and any of your business domains you can warm up through our platform. If your platform is not listed here, you can then take the other route or the SMTP route, and you'll manually configure it just like you've had to do for Outlook, your Apple Mail, on your cell phone, whatever it might be. So these are the options to allow us, ZeroBounce, to do the sending in your behalf, to manage the warm up in your behalf. I highly, highly recommend this. This route is best for 99% of people, okay? And the reason why is because we're going to do everything without you looking at it, managing it every day, and dealing with the complexity of email warm up. However, there are people out here that want to do it themselves, or they don't want to give us access to the email account. That's totally fine. No problem at all. We're not doing anything with it other than doing the warm-up process, but some people have strict and tight security protocols. Fine. You can manage all the email sending yourself. What we will do as a result of that is provide you with a list of email addresses that you can do the sending to. And we're going to go ahead and guide you as to the best schedule to be sending emails to us based on that. So with this, I'm going to set up an auto configuration of Gmail. I'm going to pause the video, connect my account, and be right back. Once you do select the type of account that you want to connect, we are doing another check here, which is, do you know if you have a known problem on Gmail or Outlook or mail.com? Any of these, you can select if you do, and it can be multiples. You might have an email or an issue on Gmail and Outlook. You can go ahead and say that, and we're going to lean a little bit more towards those networks to help rebuild the reputation. In case you've never heard of one of my videos in the past, I am constantly preaching around the concepts that reputation is built and earned on each provider. It is not delivered as your mail is going out. It is viewed as the recipients see your emails coming in. Those networks all are making individual, evaluations as to your deliverability. So you want to know, and if you don't know, by the way, do you have issues with certain providers? That's where our inbox placement testing tool comes into play. So if you do have issues, definitely select them. The next question in the wizard is, how long has your domain been actively sending emails for? Just be honest here, whatever it is, because that's going to help us determine the right path. So let's say it's been 6 months to a year. And then we're also going to ask questions around, what is your current email deliverability like? Are you noticing any issues? Nope, I have no issues. I'm mostly landing in the inbox. Or no, I have some issues. Some are going in spam or promotions folder, and many emails of mine are going to spam or promotions. This is really, again, important. This is going to help us tailor the warm-up process for your specific needs. You don't have to have issues to use email warm-up. Warm-up might just be you want to increase your sending. Cool, that's fine. Say I don't have issues. Let's say I have some issues and they're landing in the spam. The next question is around your frequency. So we want to know how often you're sending so that we know what to do on the warm-up side. Again, remember, we want to match what you're trying to accomplish, not guess. So helping us and giving us really good information here is important. Let's just say I send emails occasionally with average engagement. So with that from here, we're going to go ahead and use our AI tools and build you a custom plan that's going to go ahead and select all of the right settings behind the scenes. And we'll go ahead and predict this for you here and share it. So we'll go ahead and say, let's continue with these settings. Or if you don't like these settings, we can manually configure it. I'm going to do that just so you can see all of the different options. The questions here on the manually is who's going to send the message. I talked about this already, but here's the manual way to do it. So I'm going to let ZeroBounce manage the sending. As I mentioned, this is the way to do automation, set it and forget it. So let's go ahead and get that going. I'm going to hook up a Gmail account. I'll be right back. I've gone ahead and authenticated my Gmail account. Now it's going back to how many emails do we send daily. We're going to go back to that 25,000. And it's going to ask me what's the from name. So I'm going to say Brian at ZeroBounce. If you have an email signature, you're welcome to paste it in here. This sometimes can be problematic for people. Sometimes they have, by problematic meaning this can be a cause of why you're in the spam folder. Sometimes there's images or links. You can go ahead and add this or not. I'm going to hit next step. And here's something that's really kind of interesting. I want you guys to read this and select what really makes sense for you, by the way. Don't try to go around the system. Let us work with exactly what you're trying to accomplish. So these are the engagement rules. And it's from, how fast, how slow should we start to do things, because we want to know your goal so we know what to do. You can definitely pick default, and it's going to randomize based on just pure performance. So how things are going, we're going to adjust as we go. However, if you really want to dictate what it does, you can select different options. You have the slow pace. So this is for new domains or IPs, and it's going to do a slow reputation improvement over the course of days and just keep slowly building things up. This is good. There's nothing wrong with it. If it's a new domain, you have to start slow. You cannot purchase a domain today and start sending mail from it and do campaigns and expect this to work. It is absolutely not going to work. For you, the slow pace setting is what you're going to need. In addition, we have the repair stage. Okay, so this is ideal for any of your domains if you want to get them out of the spam folder and still be able to continue to send campaigns. So repairing is going to really be focused on getting you out of spam and back into inbox. That will be a lot of the kind of steps and concepts that we're taking on the Warmup product to repair your reputation. In addition, the boost. This is the ability to increase your traffic and increase the amount of messages that you're sending out. You cannot just go and triple the sending that you've been doing for the last year overnight. It will not work. You will be in the spam folder and you will end up coming back here and needing to use the repair function. If you use the boost function, you can go ahead and start to showcase that you are going to increase your sending patterns and will boost your reputation as a result of that. Protecting is another one, which is business as usual. We just want to keep everything in really good standing. This is where Warmup really can shine. If you are just doing campaigns, put it on the protect setting or use the default setting, and we'll start adjusting to this. But the protect setting is going to really just allow and keep giving positive signals on your domain and keep all those open rates high. For the sake of today, I'm going to use the default because I like that it can change based on what's happening in real time, and I don't have to come back and do anything. The next and last setting is, when do you want to send emails? Most businesses are sending during weekdays only, so we have that toggled on. If you also send email on Saturday, Sunday, that's fine. Just untoggle it, and we'll go ahead and also include that as an everyday. So I'm going to keep it left on, and then you're going to use your time zone based on where you are generally sending emails from and your audience. And then what date do you want to start? So you want to start today, or do you want to start in the future? So with that, I'm going to go ahead and hit save settings. At this point, email warmup is configured. Okay. And so based on everything that I've said, this is what it said it's going to start to do. Based on my daily sending, Warmup is going to start with 50 emails per day and will increase daily. So now that email warmup is configured, we will go ahead and just start sending mail on your behalf from your account. And we're going to send it to our network of seeds, which are going to engage with your emails, mark them as not spam, open them, get in touch with them, and reply to them. We're going to build a lot of positive signals on your sending domain. And that's going to help you get back into the inbox or boost your reputation or allow you to increase how much email you're sending. Some of the reports that you'll see, you can have all of your accounts here. You can see the inbox overall score. Now, I haven't had any emails sent yet, but every day we will tell you how many emails are processed, how many went into the inbox, how many went into the spam or promotions folders. We're going to tell you that as well. You can go in here and see your statistics. And based on that, you can go ahead and see all of the different emails that you have done. And you'll see the graph over time. You can, of course, adjust those graphs and see more things. But what you're looking for is you're going to see the total number of emails processed will increase. The number of inbox emails will over time increase as we go ahead and repair or build your email reputation. And then you can also see different statistics around your spam placement. So you will have different types of reports here that you can take a look at. In addition, there's some settings that you can go back on. And if you recall, this is the things that we went through on the different configuration. And so under the settings, I have my name. You can again put your signature in here. The engagement rules. This was again all of the settings that we put here. I'm also using AI to optimize my warm-up settings. And then lastly, one thing that was interesting is what, and we've had lots of requests for, there are times where in your inbox, you may see emails coming back to you from our seeds. Okay. And people think, what is this? Or I don't want to see it, or there's too much of it. Totally fine. We're going to give you a bunch of keywords and they will go into the bodies or parts of the messaging. You can set up Gmail filters to automatically mark those as read so that they don't go ahead and take over your inbox. But the only way to warm up an email account is to send mail. And so I just want to be, very transparent here. We are sending mail and we are receiving your mail and we are doing things to increase the engagement. So if you don't wish to see those in your inbox, we provide you some ways that you will be able to filter them out and mark them as read. And with that is ZeroBounce email warmup. We sell and give this to the ability for you to purchase in the sense of seeds. A seed is an email account that we maintain and own, and we go ahead and give you access to send to those seeds. Those seeds are rotating. Those seeds are changing based on different behaviors. And that's where it's really nice if ZeroBounce is managing the seeds instead of you. However, like I said, both options are available. If you wish to do all the managing of the sending, you can. We'll go ahead and process and engage with your emails, or we can do it for you as well. That is ZeroBounce email warmup.